What is going on, everyone? Nick here, and welcome to a channel update that has been a long time coming. I've been trying to get out of the habit of doing channel updates super frequently, so I just stayed away from them completely for the last few months. But also, I want to get out of the habit of putting my updates in other videos, because I don't think that's helpful. Like, I don't want to give an update at like the start of a Spellcaster episode. I want to put the update as its own thing, so if you're into watching the updates, you can watch it there and it doesn't intrude on anything else. But yeah, got a bit. Nope, wrong way. I forgot I'm flipped. Bit to talk about today. First thing, so upload schedule. As you couldn't tell from recent uploads, don't really have a schedule right now, and I love it. It has actually been like such a breath of fresh air. Like, I'm not forcing myself to do anything, and so I think I'm gonna keep that for a while. You guys can let me know if that is annoying for you guys to have to deal with or whatever. But I like the ability to record when I want to record and when I have time to record, and not feel like I have to jam in a quick recording just so I meet like an upload schedule or anything like that. My job is I work Saturday, Sunday, but other than that, all the other days of the week are just like, yeah, I might work, won't know till that week. So it's hard to nail down a schedule. So I think for the time being, my upload schedule is going to be a little wild. The only thing that I can promise is that I won't upload at night. The latest I'm willing to put up a video is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. That's just because I'm West Coast, and that's not particularly late for me. But also, if it, I'm thinking very American centric here. I know I have a good outside of America audience. But I'm just thinking in terms of that. If I upload at 5 here, that means 8 p.m. in New York, and that's still in a good window. But anything past that, I'll just save that video for the next day. That actually happened with the Vampire Survivor episode that went up today, or the same day I'm releasing this. That I forgot to actually click upload on it, so it didn't upload until like 9 p.m. my time. So I saved it till 10 a.m. the following morning. But as far as like, oh, I'm gonna have this video this day, this video that day, I can't promise that. And I want to record when I want to record, because I feel like that's made the videos as of late a bit better, especially with the Thaumaturge challenge. I got a little burnt out on it halfway through, and that was because I was forcing myself to record it at times, and then once I kind of stepped back and was like, no, I'm just gonna record it when I feel like it became very fun for me. So I'm gonna stick with that feel. If it gets annoying, I apologize. I'll try to stay relatively consistent with what times I upload at. But as far as everyday uploads or every other day uploads, I'm not going to promise anything. And then going on with that upload schedule, as far as just general uploads go, I am dropping City Skylines. I'm dropping the Nat Crater County. Oh my god, Nat Crater County. A little bit of a mouthful. Bad title. I'm dropping that series. It's just it takes a while to record, and it's also not a lot happens from episode to episode, so I feel like that's more of a stream game if I was gonna do that. Like, Cities is one I could pick up again on stream or something like that. But I'm gonna drop that one. I'm gonna have only 2 running series at any given time on the channel. Doing more than that, it becomes a little bit bloated. So it'll be obviously Spellcaster for right now until we finish up that run, and then I'm still enjoying Vampire Survivors. I know it's not doing super great numbers wise, but for right now I'm enjoying playing it, so I'm gonna keep playing it. But in not replacing Cities, but as far as other stuff outside of the 2 series go, I do want to start doing more like long form or like heavily edited videos. A video that did terrible on my channel. I knew going into it wouldn't do well, because A, it didn't fit my channel at all, and B, I'm a small YouTuber, so niche things don't get noticed at all from like the outside community. And that was my Call of the Wild the Hunter video, where it was I played that game for like I think 3 hours. I edited it down into I think like 40 minute to an hour video. I can't remember exactly. But that was my favorite video I've ever made. Like, hands down, was my favorite video I ever made. And that's because I took the time to actually like edit it more properly. I'm not good at editing. The editing software I use is what is it called? Shortcut. It's free. I found it randomly when I was first starting out YouTube stuff, just to kind of like trim the edges of when I start a video, and it worked great for that. And so I tried using it to edit, and there's not a lot of the cool bells and whistles you'd get with something like Premiere, but for my skill level it worked, and I was happy with how that video came out. So I want to do more stuff with that. And you guys unknowingly have actually seen the beginning steps of taking that. I have a series idea in mind, not like a every day or every couple days series, but the revisiting series I've been doing, or there are somewhat I've been doing, with The Long Dark and Smite, or the two that I've done first. I like both those videos. The Long Dark did really well for me. Smite not as much, but I didn't think so because it's a MOBA. But I enjoyed making those videos. I like checking out a game after it's been out for a while, especially an online one. Like The Long Dark was fun because it was such a long gap, and it was very much a labor of love game. But something like Smite, where I literally hadn't touched it in 6 years and it still had an active community, I immediately got in, and like my hands started naturally like go back into like, oh yeah, I remember this, so let me pop off. That was fun for me. The drawback of those videos, in my opinion, was that they were just hour chunks of me playing the game. And I think if I want to really go back and revisit, especially with stuff like where I want to talk about, the new player experience in 2022 or the returning player experience in 2022, I want that to be more of a, not formal video, but I want it to be a scripted video. So my plan is to record, to pick a game, and I have a list of games currently. I think I have like 5 or 6 games. Play them for about a week or two, and then make a video that takes all the amount of time I played with them, the hopefully 10 to 20 hours I got to put into the games. Take that, break that down into a 45-minute video that I talk about, how it is to revisit it and stuff like that. As for what games I would do that with, my short list right now, I have DC Universe Online. I'm actually starting to record that one tonight. And then after that, I think I'm going to go either PlanetSide 2 or Marvel's Avengers. Both games. PlanetSide 2, I had no idea still was going on. And so I want to check that out because they came out with a big update. And then Marvel's Avengers, I know they've been kind of trying to do the No Man's Sky Cyberpunk thing. We're like, oh yeah, we had a really garbage launch, but we're trying to fix it. So I think that would be fun to check out. And so I'll play each of those games for like a week, maybe 2 weeks if I'm getting really into it. And then do what it feels like to jump in on a new character, because I don't want to, play any of my old existing characters on any of these games. And what it feels like to be a new player in maybe communities that are past new players. And then also just checking out like how the game's improved, what are they doing good, what are some stuff I hope they put in games in the future. And then the big one that's going to be interesting to tackle for me is, after I do those 3, I want to do World of Warcraft. I'm currently a relatively big Final Fantasy 14 player. MMOs have been my absolute addiction since I was a freshman in high school. Of course, WoW being the majority of that, but I played DC Universe Online. I played SWTOR, the Star Wars one. I played obviously Final Fantasy 14. I've tried every MMO that's come out in like the last 10 years. So World of Warcraft was where it started for me though. So I think that would be fun. I haven't played since Warlords of Draenor. That's not true. I played a little bit of Legion. I played a little bit of Battle for Azeroth, but both of them I capped one character, got to end game, was like, I don't want to invest the time. I'm not feeling it, and then bounced. So I didn't get to experience really what it was like. And so I want to go through new character, and see what it's like to start up World of Warcraft in 2022. And I think that'll be a fun one. That'll be a bit of a lengthy one. That'll probably be a 2-week thing, but yeah, that's kind of my plan. That's my thought process. And then past that, I have, there's plenty of games that either a big update comes out of nowhere, or it's a game that just kind of is always kind of in the sphere of people play it, people know it. Stuff like Warframe, Path of Exile, stuff like that. I feel like they could all fit for this type of, like, I don't know, like maybe monthly or bi-weekly series. I think that'd be fun. It's got me excited about YouTube videos again, essentially. Now with that, something I was thinking about, something I've wanted to do for a long time, is, oh wait, there it is, streaming. I've wanted to get back into streaming. My entire point of my channel and stuff originally was I was going to stream on Twitch and put my VODs on here. Obviously it ended up flipping where my YouTube's substantially more successful than my Twitch, and my YouTube's not even that successful. So yeah, I want to get back to streaming, but I figured my audience is on YouTube. Happens to be good timing because of all the shit going on with Twitch right now, or at least the leaked rumors that are coming out that are, they're cutting how much they're paying all their partners. The affiliate program was kind of garbage anyway. I am an affiliate on Twitch, but I do have a contract with YouTube now, since I have over 1,000 subscribers. So streaming with them is actually probably a better idea for me anyway. And so I'm going to try streaming on YouTube, basically. So you might see me live. And the things I'm going to stream are me just playing whatever, whether it's DCUO, whether it's PlanetSide, whether it's WoW, stuff like that. That is eventually going to be, that footage is going to be taken and used in my long form edited videos. I think that's just a fun way to kind of almost kill two birds with one stone. We're like, yes, I'm streaming and having a good time and hopefully chatting with some of you guys, but then I can take the raw video footage from that and use it in a much more edited, scripted video, where I'm, using the gameplay from the streams, but I'm talking over it. As far as, I'll mute myself from the stream and then do the actual video in a more scripted form. I think that would all be fun. As far as when I'm going to stream and when I'm start streaming, my goal is to do not next week, but the following week, because next week I get some decently serious dental work done, so I don't know if I'll want to be flapping the jaw too much. But yeah, I want to get back to streaming, so I'm hoping the following week I'll be able to, or that week if I'm feeling up for it. And then as far as the schedule goes, it would be the same thing as my upload schedule, where it's not really a schedule. Basically, the day before, I'll tweet out, "Hey, I'm gonna stream tomorrow," and then I'll post a thing on YouTube saying, "Hey, I'll be streaming tomorrow from X time to X time," and hopefully catch some of you there. It should be roughly, I'd say the ideal time for me to stream would be 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So do that conversion depending on where you live. But hopefully I'll be able to see you guys there. And if that's not your thing, I'll always put my streams as a upload to YouTube. And then of course, if you would rather watch the much more edited one where I'm talking over it and it's scripted and all that stuff, you can ignore the streams and just go check out those videos. That's totally fine too. But with streaming on YouTube, it does mean that you're gonna see I think it's called Superfan. I can never remember what it's called, but the Twitch subscription equivalent on YouTube. That's gonna pop up on my channel. So is the ability to super chat. That's just part of the agreement you make with YouTube when your channel's monetized. And so if you're gonna stream on it, they want you to be able to make money on the stream, because obviously they get a cut. And so yeah, that's all gonna pop up on the channel. Again, you can ignore it if it's not your thing. Like, it's not me like begging for money or whatever. It's just you had to enable those features to stream as a monetized channel. So those will pop up if you want to become a super fan or do super chats. Hey, that's cool. Thank you ahead of time. But if not, totally fine. Like I said, this is a hobby. I'm just having a good time on my off days. Now, continuing on the content route, I do want to branch out a little bit from video games with some of my content. I love things like movies. If you can't see it, right over this shoulder here is a bunch of Soulblight Gravelords from Warhammer that I'm working on. I'm also about to get heavily into Warhammer 40k, buy a bunch of models and stuff like that. And then also I'm a big sports fan. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, I could make, separate channels for these things. But I only have like I'm at like 1.2k. It's like 1,200 subscribers. So if I want to make a non-gaming thing, I should just put it on here. So you will start to see some non-gaming related stuff. Things like I wanted to do episode reviews of Moon Knight because I'm a big Marvel guy. But I was like, I kind of backed off at the last second because I was like, it doesn't really fit the channel. But then I'm just kind of like, but I want to do it. Right? Like I want to do it, and why not? If you're not into that thing, you just won't watch it. Hopefully you guys aren't gonna be like, oh, I'm never watching your videos again because you like Moon Knight when I didn't, or you liked Doctor Strange when I didn't. But yeah, I want to do more of that stuff. Tier list, I like tier list. I know they're not necessarily the hotness thing now, but I did like doing those. And still, the saltiest I've ever seen anyone was my Star Wars tier list. So yeah, you can expect probably some of those as well. But yeah, just a little bit more variety, just a little bit more of just me stuff. And then piggybacking off of me stuff, you might see within the next like month or two, the channel be not rebranded. We're keeping Nicholas Knack. I like that one. I'm a fan of my own first name. But I do kind of fucking hate my logo. I paid for it to be made. Directions weren't particularly followed, is what I will say. But it does just come off as a 2019 Twitch streamer logo. So I want to go. I'm gonna end up going minimalist with my logo and my channel design and my graphics and stuff. So over the course of the next month or two, you will see a new logo and complete new graphics. It's just a matter of when I can either get somebody to make the logo, or I might make the logo myself. I've gotten a little bit better with stuff like Photoshop, so there's a chance I just do it myself. But the graphics part and all that part, that like any animated bits, stuff like that, I will contract somebody to do. But you can expect that, so don't freak out if you see the logo change one day. I'm not rebranding again. I know I'm bad at that. I'm sorry. but yeah, so that's a going into summer kind of, hey, here's changes that are coming, and hopefully they're for the best. Hopefully it ticks your guys' boxes just as much as it ticks mine, because that's a good time when I enjoy something, you guys enjoy something, we enjoy it together. That's the beauty of YouTube, damn it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the update. And yeah, thank you guys for sticking through this long if you have. And yeah, hopefully see you next time. See ya.